It's going to be hard to see anything, guys, but we've got two bikes. One's better than the other. The KSR or whatever that is better than the other, but both have their issues. The Sinus is pretty bad, brakes are bad. I don't know if it starts at all. Absolutely dead battery wise, so I don't know anything about it. This has surprised me. This, I think I've got a bargain here. I know I always say I've probably got a quick flip, but on this occasion I could possibly have a quick flip. I'm sure it started. I think he started this one for me. That has nothing. Dead. I'm sure that started, so that's a good point, and it sounded fine. Other than that, I don't know what it needs, but it's not even that old either, so I like it. 4-stroke, I'm sure. Yeah, good. So two bikes, one's kind of okay and one needs a lot of work. That's what this channel's about. I like that. That's what I want. This one was actually too clean. I was saying to the guy, wow, it's too clean for me, really. But you know what, you'd be amazed when you trial these bikes, when you ride them and you think, shit, it needs this and that and that and that and that. So it's not as simple as the engine started, guys. It never is. Lights, everything else, MOTs, all of that is needed. So I'll check all that tomorrow. I've got a few hours tomorrow, so why not? But I'm pleased. I like the, whatever that is, KSR, I like that. And I've had plenty of these. I know what I'm looking at. Problem for me on these is the bodywork. You're probably unlikely to find new panels. That front panel there, and there's another one somewhere that's broken. Unlikely to find it. And then the KSR is missing that panel there, which is going to be a right pain in the ass to find. I lay money you can't. But what I could do is get some of this plate and make one that, it wouldn't be ideal, because it's some sort of checkerboard plate would work on that, wouldn't it? I think that's my fix. But I'm freezing. I'm all the way in Gillingham, nowhere near home. So it's time to go home and rest tonight. Yeah.
The next day.
Hi everyone and welcome back. It's the next day. You saw a short video last night of me picking up these two mopeds, and it was quite a faff in the end. Actually, it was a real long trip, much longer than I thought. But I think one's good. I think this one's good. Oh, what's that? I think this KSR is good. The actual brand's quite nice as well. And I think it started last night. I'm actually going to pull this out first. Front tyre looks good. Oh, we are missing a mudguard. I didn't realise. To be fair, with the designer bike, you wouldn't notice. Let's pull it out and have a good look. I think it has an MOT, but let's actually see what it does. I'm going to dip the oil. That's the first thing I'm going to do while it's cold. Because at the moment, I think it's a runner, rider, breaker with an MOT. And the guy said to me, just do a quick flip with it. He said, go on, just do a quick flip. So he kind of gave me permission. Once I explained my garage and my channel, he said, go on, just do a quick flip. Don't worry about how it looks or whatever, which is something I do worry about, guys. I do worry about going to someone and buying something off them and quick flipping it. Actually, it's not, I don't want to do that. But if I can just do something to add a few pounds, I paid £3.50 for that last night, plus let's say £100 for transport. So it owes me £4.50. Let's pull it out and see. The other one's in a state. The other one's in a really bad way. But I think this could be a nice one. Let's pull it out and see. So I just checked. It has got an MOT until November, so it's got along. It's February now. I don't need to mess with that. Let's look at, I'm not starting it yet, but let's look at what I probably really do need to do. Panels kind of look okay, they'll clean up. Front tyre looks great, plenty tread. There's a bit of black come off the edge trim there, I'll touch that up. Let's make it look nice. Shocks don't look like they're leaking, they're not leaking. Front panel will clean up beautifully with my products. This panel looks a bit, there you go, it's a crack in the back. Alright, well that's good, that gives me something to focus on. This panel, the seating of these panels, I might need to take them off, address some of the cracks and stuff, put them back on. That's good, that gives me something to do. The advisory, there's no advisories on the MOT, so I'm assuming the brakes are good. And this panel here panicked me. This panicked me at first. I looked online, I can't find it anywhere. And then I thought, I'm just going to get a piece of thin metal and I'm going to make this shape and I'm going to put it down and bolt it down. Absolutely no reason why I couldn't do that, and I'll just screw it down. I'll either go over here, I'll probably go over here. I'll try and keep this side neat, or I'll go in this gap. But basically, ultimately, it'll be a panel that looks like that in the middle, and that's fine. That's kind of, that'll meet the needs. I don't want it to have holes in because it's a battery. Everything else looks okay. Rear tyre looks good. It's got some tread on it. It's got enough to pass an MOT. Well, it did, so that's fine. Cool. This panel is fine. It's actually fine. Let's check that certain things work. Can we open the seat? Actually, I've not looked under the seat. There could be, I love when we find stuff under the seat. Oh. Well, that's good. It opened nice and smooth. Let's check that we can get into the fuel. You'd be amazed how many times you try to get to fuel and you can't. And funny enough, there it is. Good, let me smell it. Oh, nice and fresh. I'm probably not going to put that in with one hand now. Oh, I did. Cool, that worked. So all of that works. I have a feeling, I don't know what this is. I think that's an old immobiliser. Or some sort of phone mount. I think the steering lock didn't work. Let me check. Oh my God, it does work. Oh, did I actually get a bargain for the first time ever in my life? Right, I want to dip the oil, check that it's level and check how clean it is. I can't remember if he said he serviced it. I'm sure he said he serviced it. I'm sure he did. That's very, very low. Stupidly low. Okay, it needs oil. That's the first thing that's going in. God, lucky I checked. That's crazy. People get confused about this. This is a dipstick. You don't screw it in, you dip it. Oil should be at the right level there and you pull it out. There is some on there, to be fair, but I definitely want it higher. And then the other thing people don't realise on mopeds is that there's actually a gearbox back here. There's actually gears in there, so you have to find the filler for that. Sometimes it's under the housing, sometimes it's not. Looks like there's a couple of screws missing on this housing. The rest are in though, that's fine. Right, let me get some oil in there and then I'm going to fire it up. Let me check the tyre pressures. I say that and then I use my hands. That one's low at the back. That one feels fine, but I'll chuck it on the pump and I'll do it. And then there's tiny little bits. Look, that would just put someone off. That is so easy. Wire brush, a bit of high temp paint. That's so quick and easy. There's no issues there. I actually think we've potentially got a quick flip here. I really do. And my God, I need it. Right, oil. So here we go. I'm hoping it starts up. I think it started quickly yesterday, I think. Can't remember. I'm going to try and get some air in the tyres while it's warming up. We're looking for mad smoke. A bit of smoke can start up on a cold day, it's fine. We're looking for warm smoke. And then I want to kind of just touch everything, the brakes, the lights, just double check everything at this stage to see if it is as quick of a flip as I think. And yeah, I think I like it so far. Let's see what it does before I get excited. Steering's good, throttle feels good, brakes feel good. Has mirrors, rare. Has a fuel pump. Is this a fuel injection? That reminds me, I think it's worth charging that battery tonight. So far it's a pretty smooth sounding engine. I'm pretty impressed so far, guys.